Look at the night sky. It looks peaceful, doesn't it? For centuries, we assumed other worlds would be like Earth, rocky, calm, and predictable. We were wrong. In the last 2 decades, telescopes like Hubble and James Webb have revealed a cosmic house of horrors. We found worlds where it rains molten glass sideways at 5 times the speed of sound, planets as black as coal that swallow all light, and zombie worlds orbiting dead stars that should have vaporized them eons ago. Tonight, we're leaving the safety of Earth to count down the 10 most terrifying planets ever discovered. These aren't science fiction. They are real, they are violent, and they prove that the universe is far more dangerous than we ever imagined. Let's dive in. Number 10, HD 189733b, the Cobalt Killer. HD 189733b looks like a sanctuary. From a distance, it's a deep, beautiful azure blue, reminiscent of Earth's oceans. But this blue tint is a deadly illusion. It doesn't come from water, but from an atmosphere filled with silicate particles, the main ingredient in glass. This hot Jupiter orbits its star 30 times closer than Earth orbits the Sun, heating the atmosphere to a staggering 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit. At these temperatures, the silicate condenses into molten glass. However, the heat isn't the real killer, it's the wind. The winds here howl at 5,400 miles per hour, or 7 times the speed of sound. This creates a nightmare weather pattern where it rains glass horizontally. If you stood on the surface, you wouldn't just be burned. You would be shredded into a million pieces by a supersonic storm of jagged shards. It is a planetary meat grinder disguised as a beautiful blue marble. While this world uses color to hide its lethality, our next planet uses the ultimate disguise: total, suffocating darkness. Number 9, TRES-2b, the Abyss. TRES-2b is the darkest planet ever discovered. Located 750 light-years away, this gas giant reflects less than 1% of the light that hits it. To put that in perspective, it is less reflective than black acrylic paint or fresh asphalt. If you were flying toward it, you wouldn't see a planet at all. You would see a massive circular hole in the stars. Scientists believe the atmosphere lacks reflective clouds and is instead filled with light-absorbing chemicals like vaporized sodium and potassium. However, the planet isn't pitch black. Because it's so close to its star, it burns at 1,800 degrees Fahrenheit, causing it to emit a faint, eerie red glow like a dying ember in a fire. It is a silent, burning void, a world that feels like a gateway to another dimension. TRES-2b hides in the shadows, but our next world is being dragged into the light in a tragic, violent way. Number 8, WASP-12b, the Doomed Egg. WASP-12b is a world on a death timer. This hot Jupiter orbits its parent star so closely that it completes a full year in just 1.1 Earth days. This proximity creates unimaginable gravitational tidal forces that are literally stretching the planet into the shape of an egg. The star is actively eating the planet alive. Every second, it strips away hundreds of millions of tons of planetary material, creating a glowing ring of superheated gas spiraling into the star's maw. Scientists estimate that WASP-12b has less than 10 million years left before it is completely consumed. It is a doomed world, a planetary sacrifice being slowly digested by its own sun. It's a world being robbed of its essence. But our next entry is a world where the ground itself is worth more than our entire solar system combined. Number 7. 55 Cancri A, the Diamond Hell. 55 Cancri E is a super-Earth, twice the size of our own, but its composition is unlike anything in our neighborhood. Observations suggest that at least 1/3 of this planet's mass is pure carbon. Under the intense pressure and heat of the interior, that carbon has crystallized into solid diamond. If you could mine it, the value would be $26 nonillion, but 55 Cancri E is a treasure chest in hell. The surface temperature reaches 3,900 degrees Fahrenheit, turning one side into a permanent ocean of molten lava. The atmosphere is thick with toxic hydrogen cyanide, meaning you'd be vaporized and poisoned long before you could touch a single diamond. It is a sparkling death trap. While 55 Cancri E is trapped in a fiery orbit, our next world has no home, no sun, and no light at all. Number 6. PSO J318.522, the Lonely Wanderer. Most planets orbit a star, but PSO J318.522 is a rogue planet. It drifted away from its home system millions of years ago, and now wanders the galaxy in total isolation. It has no sunsets, no seasons, and no sunrise to look forward to. If you stood on its surface, the sky would be a pitch-black ocean of distant stars. However, the planet is still warm, about 1,500 degrees Fahrenheit, thanks to heat trapped during its formation. It glows with a faint, ghostly infrared light as it drifts through the void. It represents the ultimate cosmic loneliness, a world discarded by its own sun, left to wander the dark forever. As lonely as a rogue planet is, it might be safer than being trapped next to a spinning radioactive corpse of a star. Number 5. PSR B1257+12, the Draugr Worlds. These planets orbit a pulsar, the hyperdense, spinning core of a star that died in a supernova explosion. According to the rules of space, these planets shouldn't exist. The explosion should have vaporized them. Scientists think they are second-generation worlds formed from the radioactive debris left behind by the star's death. The pulsar spins hundreds of times per second, acting like a cosmic lighthouse from hell. It lashes these planets with lethal doses of X-rays and high-energy radiation. The sky would be filled with shimmering violet auroras, a beautiful sign that your DNA is being shredded by invisible radiation. They are ghost worlds spinning in a graveyard of light. We're halfway through our list, and it's about to get even weirder. From planets made of ice to worlds that are literally screaming as they evaporate. Before we hit the top 4, I have to ask, if you had an invincible suit, which of these worlds would you visit first? Let me know in the comments. Also, if you're enjoying this journey into the unknown, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We spend hundreds of hours researching these mysteries for you. Now, let's look at the final 4. Number 4. Ogul 2005 BLG 390LB, the Infinite Winter. Often nicknamed Hoth, this planet is far colder than anything in Star Wars. Located near the center of our galaxy, it is a rocky world 5 times the size of Earth. Because it orbits a dim red dwarf star at a great distance, the surface temperature is a constant negative 364 degrees Fahrenheit. This is just 90 degrees above absolute zero, the point where all motion stops. At these temperatures, the air doesn't just get cold, it freezes solid and falls to the ground as gas snow. It is a silent, motionless tomb where the atmosphere is a frozen crust on the ground. It is the ultimate picture of a dead, frozen future. If Ogul is a tomb of silence, our next planet is a high-pressure cauldron that never lets you go. Number 3. GJ1214b, the Endless Water Grave. GJ1214b is a water world. Unlike Earth, it has no continents or shallow shores, just one global ocean that could be hundreds of miles deep. However, this isn't a tropical paradise. The planet's temperature is around 450 degrees Fahrenheit, and the atmospheric pressure is immense. Deep beneath the surface, the water is crushed into a state called hot ice, or superfluid water. The entire surface is shrouded in a permanent, suffocating blanket of superheated steam. You wouldn't swim here. You would be boiled by the air and crushed by the water simultaneously. It is a drowning machine on a planetary scale. We go from a world of water to a world of rock. But here, the rock becomes the weather. Number 2. K2 141b, the World of Stone Storms. K2 Wonder 41b is a hellish world where the water cycle is replaced by a rock cycle. One side of the planet always faces its star, reaching temperatures of 5,400 degrees Fahrenheit, hot enough to vaporize rock into the atmosphere. When this mineral vapor is blown to the freezing night side, it condenses and falls as rock rain. Literal pebbles and stones fall from the sky like hail, feeding a magma ocean over 60 miles deep. It is a cycle of fire and stone that has repeated for billions of years, a world of pure geological violence. It's terrifying, but our number one spot is a planet that is literally screaming as it dies. Number 1. HD 29458b, the Osiris planet. Osiris is a gas giant that is being boiled alive. It orbits so close to its sun that the intense heat is stripping away its atmosphere at a rate of 10,000 tons of hydrogen every second. This has created a massive, comet-like tail of gas, stretching 120,000 miles behind the planet. From a distance, Osiris looks like a screaming comet, a world being stripped naked by its star. Despite losing billions of tons of mass, it has endured this torture for eons. It is a zombie world that refuses to disappear, a giant ball of gas leaving a trail of its own blood across the galaxy. It is the most impressive and most horrifying planet we have ever found. The universe is a vast, terrifying place. These 10 planets prove that reality is stranger than fiction. They remind us how lucky we are to live on a calm, blue marble where the rain is soft water and the sun provides life instead of death. Next time you look at the stars, remember, you're looking at cosmic hellscapes. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, check out our other space deep dives. Until next time, keep looking up. But be glad you're looking from Earth.